Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
73. Hey, Silver.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Eagles.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Great. Set.
They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down the field, he's got one. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And the Steelers
On the run, it's Warren. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
18, put it 50. Hey, you block over here. Jump out.
Rodgers now to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. 3rd and 19.
88, 88.
It's 3rd down.
26. Back north.
Now Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Precious on the globe. Got trying to snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of seats on. Turning money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich and deep,
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Barkley. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The 44-yard line.
Hey, easy, 60.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
2nd and 16 at the 38-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 73.
Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go silver, right? On anyone, huh? 63. Yeti. Hey! Tiger Hornet. Man! Carl Love Yeti.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Alpha.
Back to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 3rd and 6.
Great.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds it again, Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Breaks a tackle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Crowd love Yeti. Crowd love Yeti. Hey, easy. 63, bad. Crowd love Yeti. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Great.
Here's a give to Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him down.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Great. Set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Take a swamp. Great. Set. No touch.
A handoff to Barkley. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
No touch.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 17-10 score. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Now a run with Warren. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
319. 630.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Warren will try the right side. And he's got it to about the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Adam Thielen, 41 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran about the lux, that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. We could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
King, Phil King.
They'll set up to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, 73, 73.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. 19 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Hey, Silver, ready? Alpha.
They'll look to throw again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
26, Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Crowd love Yeti. Hey, easy, 63, back. 63. No.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Don't touch that. Anyone else? Crowd love Yeti. Don't touch it.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
Great, set. Trimmer, like a hornet. Yeti. Man.
They'll look to throw here. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. This is 1st and 10. And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. He's got Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First down, Pittsburgh.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
26.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Hurts. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Good. 73.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
It's 2nd and inches.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's 1st and 10. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and broken, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in that sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, Anna, bread, bring them into this. I don't want it. I took the Billy coupe back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And man, this shit there in the road, right, wow. I'm still double, ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they fine and telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all the driven my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier has to watch. Cartier love, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Prison cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 a dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn the whole top floor to off. I'm the rest of one, do about the flood out.
Queen left on the free. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Ball is teed up, Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Working quickly here.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hurts now from the gun. He sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side.
180. Crown left Yeti. 73. Yeti. 63.
They'll go. Hurts. And he's caught. He's got ground. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
That's good. Eagles.
First down, run with Barkley. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Dose of the hurry up here.
A gain of a yard.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts.
At their 48-yard line.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And then out it goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing. Chris Boswell at the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Hey, 70.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. This is complete downfield to Smith. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kent with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On second down, Warren. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Back up the 29-yard line.
Now Rodgers. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steeler first down.
This is Gainwell. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
A give here to Gainwell. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to the link right after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. He has room past the 25. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Yanni. No touch.
Play action. Hurts has it. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
Silver, set. Hey. No touch.
Barkley off the pistol again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
From the pistol, Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Great, set.
Man in motion, out of the slot.
No touch.
On third down, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're gonna be stuck with a 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
258. Easy.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be contained after a modest gain to the 31. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
And it's 3rd down.
258. Get 300.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Jump out. 258.
Zone read. Here's a give to Warren. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.